Walked out from an interview today. Had an interview for an upper management position in a large big box retailer today. I scheduled the interview with the district manager last week for 12:30 p.m. today. I arrive at 12:20 and check in at customer service. The team member there said she notified them and they said they would be right down. 20 minutes later, nobody has come down. That team member walks past me again and said she notified them a second time, but they must be in a meeting. Another 25 minutes goes by and nobody has come. I get up and notify that same team member that I'm leaving, and if the district manager does eventually come down to let them know that. As I'm walking out, the district manager finally comes. She said she's sorry and that she got caught up. I said that's fine, but I have other things I have to do, and it was extremely unprofessional to leave me waiting for 45 minutes and continue to walk out. I'd also like to say I'm an extremely patient person and have never done anything like this before. I have a ton of experience and multiple job offers on the table, but the one today was the one I was gung-ho for. Respect goes all ways. You respected them, they didn't respect you. 5 minutes I understand. 10 minutes I can forgive. 15 minutes better be a good offer. 20 plus and they're either incompetent or testing you. And either one isn't worth it. This needs to happen much more often. Almost no one respects job applicants. You dodged a bullet. If they treat someone they are trying to hire like this, imagine how they treat their employees. Fuck 'em. Should have scheduled an appointment with her for the next day and show up 45 minutes late and say, sorry I got caught up. Have to remember that not only are they interviewing you, but you are interviewing them as well. You obviously wouldn't be important to them if you were part of the team. You did the right thing. In my experience, workplaces where meetings don't happen on time are generally pretty awful places to work. No one's time is respected. And it gets worse the further down the org chart you are. Of course things happen sometimes. But in a workplace where time is respected, there is some communication made. It's not just about disrespect or disorganization. She gave you a very real taste of what working there will be like. I think you made a wise choice. This is why I always make sure I have a team or pair to interview. If someone's stuck, the remaining people can start in on the interview. So many interviewers fail to understand that they are being interviewed as well. Being rude, being late, being unprofessional? Well, the good candidates are going walk away from you. I once recommended a friend for a job where I worked. The interview happened, and then they were asked to wait for someone else to come speak to her. Nobody came. She ended up texting me to see if I could see if anyone was coming. I was furious she'd been left like that. It was Best Buy. I'd put money on it. I did the same thing after an interview for Best Buy, I think. Of course. In that instance I actually sat down after the 45 minutes only to learn that the technician position was just a lie and all they really wanted was sales hires. I hate that type of manipulation. That and when they say it's an interview, but it's really a group interview, which is really a dog and pony show to see if they like the way you look and interact with the executives. That's awesome. The district manager could have taken 1 minute to ask you for a little extra time if they knew they were going to be late. But the manager didn't bother. I would have taken that job in a heartbeat. Just show up whenever. And be like, oh, I thought 45 minutes late was okay. Judging by the manager's punctuality, I'm looking to move up anyway. Classic move. If you are left waiting, you are desperate. They are not looking for the best, just the most easy to abuse. If you were even 5 minutes late, you'd never hear the end of it from them. If that was some sort of dumb test, they failed it. I think you did the right thing. Up to 1020 minutes is gracious. Depending on how much you need the job. Of course. If the interviewer was kept in a meeting or otherwise indisposed, why did the team member say they would be right down when you first arrived? Not blaming the team member. Just an observation from your post. Additionally, with you showing up 10 minutes early, I'm not sure if you included that 10 minutes in your 45 minutes waiting. Waiting for 10 minutes after 12:30 was enough. You gave them 3x that for waiting 35 minutes past 12:30. If your times are accurate, you were more than patient with the interviewer and they didn't have the decency to communicate with you. They didn't value your time before you worked there. They will not value your time when you are there. You definitely dodged a bullet. This sounds like the type of company that will call you in on your day off because they have not planned their labor accordingly and now have a labor emergency they want you to resolve. Face with rolling eyes. As speculated by other commenters, the work environment seemed toxic and unapologetic. Expecting someone to wait for 3,045 minutes without being paid for that time is ridiculous. They probably watch the time clock for violations all the time but couldn't watch the clock for your interview. Seen it time and time again. Problem is, they don't care. They just went on and hired the next guy. We all a dime a dozen nowadays. Hopefully you have a good job to fall back on.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.